Rugby, and now we're going to be reacting to the All Blacks versus the Pumas. Let's start.
Kickoff there, 2025.
Now, let me just say that stadium was packed there, man. It was a full stadium. I must say, rugby in Argentina is now being supported, fully. You can really see that they don't have an issue anymore to pull the crowds.
Argentina defense holding up okay. Now, Geordie Barrett, they go wide to Seven.
Now that first try there, it almost felt to me when I was watching it, it looked so easy for the All Blacks to score that first try. And I think what the All Blacks seem to be doing really well is just they recycle balls so quickly, and then just gets it out wide. You could see the defense was so sucked in of that try there from Reese that there was really no one even to defend him. But amazing start from the All Blacks. I felt that the tempo of the game and how quickly they got into their groove. Argentina early already, you see that they're allowing the All Blacks to play their quick ball type of game, and it was coming off for them with a try, pretty early already in the game. This was about 15 minutes in, and Argentina hits right back, and I realized, okay, at first I thought that this is one of those games that the All Blacks will control, but not that long, and you could see that the Argentines was there for the fight, and scores almost a very, very similar try to what the All Blacks scored. It almost looked again like they were able to pull the defenders in, and there was no one really there to defend the try in the end.
Wide is Jordan looking for a gap. Well, Jordan, now he can look left to right. Ratama under the post.
By the way, let me just interject there. Will Jordan was absolute class again for the All Blacks. You can put this guy on wing. You can put this guy on fullback. He's just got the ability to break the line. He knows how to break tackles, run off of weak shoulders. He did it, yeah. He created something pretty much from there was nothing really on. Great counter attack, just off a weak shoulder, breaks the line and out to Cortez Ratima, and it was a pretty good try this. And I reckon the All Blacks really needed this. It was almost like a little bit of a momentum shift in the game, because you felt the game was still super tight before this, and this kind of just gave that little bit of a momentum shift towards the All Blacks, and it felt to me after this like, the Argentines were struggling. It felt like they chasing the game a bit after this. It's a lifting tackle, kind of. So that was kind of like a lifting tackle. He was lucky, because I think if Ioane picked him up, it would have been seen as a spear tackle, which he was pretty lucky that he got away with that and didn't get a card. Luckily, just the 1 foot was still on the ground. But just also there, before I talk about the scrums were pretty even. I felt that the Argentines was really good at the scrums. The All Blacks is also really strong in the scrums, and I thought second half they might struggle more with the debutants coming on, but I felt that Pasilo Tossi did a really great job, and they were pretty strong in their scrums right through.
Again, taken down by the captain. This one's looking better for the All Blacks. They're well controlled, well organised, and they go.
Now this year was brilliant, and this is one thing that the All Blacks are really getting right, that I saw in this game, and they're looking dangerous in this department, is their rolling maul. The Argentines was really struggling around the rolling mauls. They didn't know how to defend it, and the All Blacks was really giving them a headache in this department. And I felt from a forwards perspective, the Argentines was just outclassed for me. This weekend, they were not really quick enough to the breakdowns. It felt like they were too slow to the breakdowns. The All Blacks was just much faster to the breakdowns. They weren't great in the lineouts. The All Blacks was really good in the lineouts, and they didn't know how to defend the rolling mauls. So, really good from the All Blacks this week. And obviously for me, I love Adi Sevilla. Glad for him to get the try. Look, not all the tries this week for the All Blacks were extravagantly amazing tries. A lot of it was forward type driving maul tries, but definitely still worked. I mean, they played to their strengths. They played to their set piece, especially the lineouts. and they did so well in it.
And away it goes, tipped on, Reese! Sevu Reese!
I mean, Sevu Reece is having the most amazing season. He's just been outstanding this year, you know, in the Super Rugby for the All Blacks. I mean, if you look at that, he makes things look easy there. He had some space to cover there, and he didn't get a good pass. That wasn't a good pass out to him. He literally kind of caught it on the grass. Now, we headed into halftime, and I felt, you know, the All Blacks had this. It just felt like you could also hear the stadium was kind of dead. It felt like there was some fire missing with Argentina, definitely. I was expecting more from Argentina at home, and you weren't really. They scored that first counter try, you know, the All Blacks scoring first, and one try after that, and you felt okay, they were still in the game. But then after that, the momentum just broke, and it kind of never felt like the Argentines was in the game. Until, of course, the second half, where they did make a comeback and had a really, really good, I'd say, the first part of the second half. They were pretty good coming back into it.
Slips away, and Albonos straight through.
Oh man, how he bounced off the players and was able to get through there. I think it's Albonos, but this guy's been amazing in the British and Irish Lions tour, and he's becoming a new star for Argentina at that 10 position. Not the biggest guy, you know, he's a bit shorter, but he's stocky, and he's not easily tackled, if I can put it that way. He's got a way to kind of step his way through gaps and bounce off of tackles. If you watch this, it's a pretty amazing try. It was a tackle miss, but I mean, he still handed off one player, and he's definitely got ability to get out of tackles.
This is lovely, and down. That's a tackle.
How good was that tackle? I don't know who tackled that. I think it was Vai, but the way that looked like a certain try. No, it's not Vai, because Vai is standing there. I don't know if it's Ratima, but someone did a chop tackle there, and that was a try all day. It was such a good tackle from the All Blacks.
Patrick Tuipulotu, who stopped that.
Oh, Tuipulotu.
Now here goes Argentina.
To be able to get over there was great, and Argentina was suddenly, you could feel, you started feeling the stadium get some energy, and it felt like, you know, now Argentina's getting back. The All Blacks were playing with one man less, and you were like, okay, it's game on now.
Tokiaho throws, pulled down by trying to keep it straight. Again, the backs join.
What a try there by Samisoni Tokiaho. I mean, he runs low, he keeps his head low, and he's got so much power, that guy. I've said it before, I think he's a super sub. He's so important for the All Blacks to come off the bench, because he brings something. He's definitely got serious impact when he comes onto the field. So brilliant by him. But you again see that rolling maul working for the All Blacks, and the All Blacks, I'm sure, will be really, really happy with their set piece, especially the lineouts. The lineouts was very good with the rolling mauls. And yeah, I mean, even when Vai was moved to lock, played so well, and catching those balls out of the air so well. It just looks like things are working for them in their lineouts.
Line out throw taken down, and here we go. Tokiaho goes again. He must score.
And another one, and Samisoni Tokiaho getting another one there. And if you look at this, I was a little bit amazed at how poorly Argentina was defending the rolling maul, taking nothing away from the All Blacks. I'm not taking anything away from the All Blacks. I'm just saying there was a spark missing with Argentina. I was really expecting more from them this game, and that was very poor from them. Their defense on the rolling maul, they just had no answers, really. Doesn't take anything away from the All Blacks. They did really, really well with the rolling mauls, and they've definitely got that down at the moment. It's looking good.
To throw it back to Geordie Barrett, who hits the corner.
By the way, Geordie had a real stress there at the end. When he kicked it out, he kicked it into the corner post, and it could have maybe bounced back. But I mean, the score was, in the end, guys, 41-24, and there was a point where it looked like the Argentines could come back, but the 15 men came back on the field, you know, after the yellow card, and then it just seemed like the All Blacks, just with those rolling mauls, were just too strong for the Argentines. They were dominating them in the lineouts. They were really good in the scrums. Argentina sometimes they've got that loop around kind of like backline moves that they pull off. Their tries where they kind of play it back and come around. They got that right from time to time. But they were, for me, very, very poor with their forwards for most of the game. Maybe there was that one try, but they were poor. A Mantera and a Kremer wasn't good on the day. They weren't really putting their stamp down. For me, I felt Argentina was definitely not the team that I've seen them be. On the other hand, from an All Black perspective, super, super good. It's looking good for them. This team looks good. They're playing very well together. The forwards seem to be, connecting really well. Their set pieces are working. And I haven't mentioned this, but also defense. I mean, I've seen this year that the All Blacks are actually going for more of a rush defense, a quick line, a very quick defensive line. So they come up quick. But what they do is they very much look for me like they're in cohesion. So you don't find that, they're opening gaps as they're coming up quick. As they're closing it down, they seem to be coming up in cohesion. So because that's how you usually get these issues with your rush defenses, if you create gaps by moving not in cohesion and creating gaps between players. They didn't. They gave the Argentines so much trouble. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up, guys. It's great in set pieces. Bodie Barrett had some great kicking there again, tactical kicking, very clever play. Savuri's great 2 tries. Samasoni Takeo, great tries. Will Jordan was brilliant in cutting in. Geordie Barrett had some great runs with the ball. Generally, the team just played very well. Well done to the All Blacks, and I was wrong. I said before this game that I think the All Blacks will have a tough, tight affair against Argentina for this first one. And, I was calling it very tight, not at all in the end. All Blacks are back, and they're looking good. When I'm saying back, it's just, for the Rugby Championship this year, they're looking super strong. We're going to have to see what happens. But a great start for the All Blacks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am still going to also react to the Springboks one, which I'm dreading. Because obviously I know the result. But have a look out for that video. It'll also be coming out. But if you enjoyed my reaction to this one, hit the subscribe button. Catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.